Yo, what's up, chat? It's your boy Suge again, and I'm back with another video. If you tuned in right now, hit the like for me. Subscribe. I'm gonna be consistent as usual. I'm always dropping videos. Saturday I dropped 2 for 1. Like, I'm really working though. I plan on dropping 100 videos, and I don't see nothing stopping me. I'm unstoppable. You gonna need a bear or something to, slow me down. I feel like Tyson in his prime. Is that pushing it? I don't think so. I hope not. I'm shooting for the stars. That's all I'm saying. But we dropping 100 videos. We trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I need everybody's help. I feel like we can do it. So I'm down to do it. My thing. Nah, let me not say that. But basically my goal is to help out the next driver. So if I have any, drivers or any older people, it don't gotta be about trucking or driving, anything like that. Any advice, any questions, or anything that'll help me out in life and stuff like that, I'm always willing to take on the information and think about it and add it to my life and stuff like that. So I just want to get that out the way. It ain't gotta just be about trucking. I'm telling y'all about trucking stuff, but I also watch other videos and other channels about just life and books, financial freedom, and all type of stuff. This video, I made a video about 2-3 months ago about the Stevens pay, and a lot of people still are asking about, do they pay good, how is the pay, and everything is based on my experience. So let me say, everybody's experience is different, but what Stevens offered is not normally the same. I don't see them switching up at all. They, based on my experience, have gave me the information up front, and nothing has changed. It always been that. If you search on YouTube, you search on Google, you call them, they're gonna tell you the pay is 50 cents a mile. I will say it's good, especially if you don't have experience and stuff like that, because I know some companies might give you less and charge you, still for the school and stuff. So that's why I'm like, the 50 cent not so bad. I've been a company driver almost a year, and my main thing, I would say the first 3-4 months, that's the hardest time of being a solo company driver, because around that time you're gonna be paying back for school and paying back for other small stuff that they'll give you. In life, if somebody give you something, they're gonna want something back. I mean, it's simple. It's not, rocket science. I even had a friend. He started with Stevens first 3 months, and he ended up leaving because he didn't realize, I guess what he signed and what the percent per miles. And to me, the trucking is more so about experience. A lot of people that you hear about making these $2,000-3,000 a week experience, well, not experience, I'm tripping. A lot of people you hear making $2,000-3,000 a week, 9 times out of 10 have experience. You don't just hop in the truck game making $2,000-3,000 a week. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people see truck drivers and they think, oh, we just rich and this and that. But you got to understand, it's a process. There's a start and there's the finish line. What you make today is not what you make, next year. It get better over time. That's all I'm saying. So to me, it's just like, stay down. And then some people that do make more money, they still don't know how to manage their money, so they still be broke. So you just gotta know how to manage your money on the company side, contractor side, going to another job that pay more. You just got to know how to manage your money at the end of the day. So let's do a little bit of the numbers. Well, before I do the numbers, let me talk about the pay and training is $800 with tax. So depending on your state, everybody's taxes are different. Your 8 can possibly turn to 7, or it could turn to 6. It just depends on what's after taxes. Now, if you're in a state where you don't have to pay much taxes, you don't have to worry about much. You know what you pay normally in taxes, and that's what's gonna come out the 800. I mean, that's training pay. So you're gonna do that training pay for a good 6 to 8 weeks. And when you're in a truck, you're really not paying for nothing for real. I'm guessing what you'll pay for outside of, you'll pay for like food and stuff like that if you want something else outside of the truck, or if you don't like, I guess, sandwiches and peanut butter jelly and stuff like that, then you'll be buying fast food every day. And once you be on your own and you do that, you're gonna see what type of effect they have. Because it was sometimes where I might have down to my last $100. I done paid this, I done paid that, I done helped out somebody here, and then I'm buying food like I'm just the richest man in the world at these truck stops. That ain't good. I'm telling y'all right now. When you first come to Stevens, 3-4 months gonna be the hardest and probably the least amount of money you're gonna make, because you're gonna be paying for stuff back. So try not to spend as much right away. A lot of people, get in these trucks, want to go grocery shopping and go crazy, put a fridge in here, all that stuff. Stevens put a fridge in your truck, things like $600-700. They're gonna charge you for that fridge. I'm telling you right now. So I would say wait, lock in, stay down. After 5-6 months, or if you do put a fridge right away, okay, cool. Like, some people know how to manage money, but if you don't know how to manage your money, just chill, just wait. Like, I'm a company driver, I'm closing in on a year, and I'm finna tell y'all, like, I'm telling y'all how this is. A lot of people give the bad review and talk about Stevens don't pay as much and good and stuff like that, because they don't realize that they're not getting $2,000-3,000 right away with no experience stuff. And then when they do come in, they, I guess, feel like 50 cents isn't enough. And it's like, if you ain't got no experience, come on now. But then once you get your experience, then you will understand, okay, I feel like I'm worth a little bit more. But Stevens have resources that you can use to get more pay. I believe they get raises. I don't know exactly when the raises are, because I haven't reached my full year yet. But if you want to be contractor, they pay more by the miles. If you want to go more on the LLC side, the business side, and you can do that. But I just know you're not gonna, where you start is not where you're gonna finish. Like, that's it. Let's talk about the pay. So it's 50 cents a mile. Stevens wants you to do, they want you to drive at least 500 miles every day if possible. So if you get something for like 800, drive at 5, then drive to 3. Okay, cool. If you there early, they gonna pay you extra money for that. So let me say 50 cents times, if you somebody that maybe don't like to run as much, you like to chill in the truck, 50 cents times 2,000 miles. So hold on. So basically, you drove for 5 days, 400 miles, or you can say you drove for 3-4 days and you took 3 days off. You basically gonna get $1,000 with tax, and then depending on your tax or whatever, then you'll get less. For some people, that might be enough. For some people, that might not be enough. But you gotta consider, they also got the layover and detention. So if you get there early, you're gonna get paid for waiting. If they take too long to unload you, you get paid for that. So let me say this, 2,000 really, like, that's like the lowest. My last check, I think I did like 2,700 miles, or I think like it was like 27, close to 28, I believe. So I'm gonna do 2,800 times 50. That was 1,400 after. Well, that was 1,400 before tax. After tax, that probably was like 12 or something. But I got the 14, and the reason I got the 14 because I did the layover, and I believe I had a detention day, or it could have just been layover. But I was able to get the extra $200, which gave me a total of 14 after taxes on my check. So I'm somebody who's going through the process. I'm telling y'all, at the beginning, the first 3-4 months, since you're getting money taken out your check, you're gonna sign all the documents that you agree to. You're gonna agree to it. The first 3 months, once they finish taking most of their money or whatever, then the rest of the money is on you. Like, all the money I'm making more so now is like straight miles. The company side, you know, they gonna pay for everything. Something go wrong with your truck, they pay for all that. The only thing you pay for out here in this trucking is stuff that you actually wanted to do. Like, you want to go get something to eat and stuff like that. Okay, cool. You want a souvenir and stuff like that. It's cool. Like, that's all it is. Most people, they be out here thinking they on vacation and just spending like crazy. Get your experience, manage your money, and you're gonna be good. First 3 months, hardest time, so lock in. Try to last at least a year, if longer. Like, that's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna do, if you somebody that want to do something like in the middle, 50 cents times 2,400 miles, that's 1,200 minus taxes, probably 1,000. Now, that's all I'm saying. For some people that might be good enough, for some people it's not good enough. All I'm saying is, get your experience, manage your money, and I wouldn't say just go off for everybody what they saying, because yeah, they can talk bad about Stevens and say they pay this and that. Then they can go to like another company and it's gonna be something bad over there too. Most of these companies got pros and cons, and yeah, like I'm pretty sure on YouTube you can find some good and bad about a lot of these companies. Hey, I don't know if there's any, you know, perfect trucking companies. You know, you make more money, you just gotta stay down, get your experience. And also at Stevens, like if you somebody who wants 2 or 3 incomes and stuff like that, or it's ways I would say around it. Like, you can be local and you could be home more. You can get a second job, or I would say pick up a side hustle or something if you just want to do local. But even local people get paid a good amount. Or if you want to do a dedicated route, maybe, you know, from your home state to Texas, or Texas to Florida, Texas to New York and stuff like that, they have dedicated routes that you can get on, sign up if it's a waiting list. And yeah, like they have ways around it. Like, I ran into my trainer not too long ago, and he make good amount of money local, and he home every night. So it just depends on your situation. When you're on the road, you making, to me, a decent amount of money, and you exploring the world. Like, you really chilling for real. I would say, you know, try not to have as many bills. If you got a house, try to get somebody to rent out your house and stuff like that. Like, but also I'm thinking, if you got a house and you're in a truck, your bill's not gonna be too high. You probably just be paying off mortgage or something. But yeah, like, most people get in the truck, they say they read the documents and say they understand the 50 cents a mile, but who really doing a mile before they get in the truck? Who really looking at their pay stubs until they get paid? Like, you gotta do all this, think ahead. Like, I'm doing the math with y'all. Like, let's do it again. 50 cents. No, I'm not finna do it again. Just watch the video. If you ain't watched the video till now, and I'm like, this probably gonna be maybe a 14-15 minute video, I don't know, but I've been talking for a minute. So if you wanna see the numbers again, just rewind and or do the math yourself. Like, I would say, get your experience. Don't just listen to everything negative that people say. Stevens haven't did me any wrong. I knew what it was. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, that it is what it is. Thank y'all for tuning in right now. If you made it this far, you know, drop a comment, drop a question. Just say, what's up, your boy Suge again. Anything. Like, I'm in the comments. Y'all know I'm dropping videos back to back. Stay tuned for the next video. I don't know when the next video gonna come out, but just stay tuned. Peace. I'm out.